Got my mission. It's attack, we run in the room. 3-man stack, I'm ready for this boy. I ain't scared, this ain't the first room or the last room that I clear. So let's get in there, guns at the ready, muzzles up and keep your weapons steady. No breathing heavy and watch where you step. We don't want to alarm no one that we are here. Now let's get it on. I'm rolling with my M4. I got the M203 attached to the 18-4. Killing what we came here for. This is war, so I won't hesitate to enter that front door. Infinity War ramps up all aboard. I live and die by the gun, and that's my choice. Show me no remorse, kill or be killed. It's one team, one fight out here on this battlefield. Now that's my call into the room. Fast and smooth, weapons so semi and shoot anything. Now that's my eyes on at night. Stay out of mind, out of sight, and at all costs protect the guys you're left. Now that's my Call of Duty. My Call of Duty is to shoot back when they shooting at me. My Call of Duty is to kill by any means. Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Now that's my Call of Duty.
Kicking another the enemy, look at the ending and everything breathing. Stealth mode when I mission, stop looking, listen. Did you hear that? Plaque, never double tap. Leaving it bleeding, I'm rushing on anyone hurting a nation, we gotta attack. Do the people feel that? Maybe not, but we stomp on terrorism. It's a duty to fulfilling the mission and making it back. My family winning and hoping that we survive. Realize that this is real war, no game, no reset button to start over again. If you hit, then you done. The whole team suffers and vengeance grows. They wonder why we have snipers to clear out people's skulls. We gotta get hurt, but be hip to the game before you join. This a man's world, ain't no bitching up if you deploy. Stressing every day, hearing mortars come in. If complacency sets, to know that you could be next. But it's a Call of Duty, we volunteer, ain't no regrets. For the soldier dead and gone, we salute you and pay respect.
Now into the room, fast and smooth, weapons on semi and shoot anything. Now that's my eyes on at night, stay out of mind, out of sight, and at all costs protect the guys you're left. Now that's my Call of Duty. My Call of Duty is to shoot back when they shooting at me. My Call of Duty is to kill by any means. Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Now that's my Call of Duty.
To hurt these people. It doesn't make you tough to hurt these people. It doesn't. I don't care about these people. I put in my work, it doesn't lie. It does not make you tough to hurt these people. There's nothing tough about it. Nothing. You want to go fight, go to Iraq and Afghanistan.
Now into the room, fast and smooth, weapons on semi and shoot anything. Now that's my eyes on at night, stay out of mind, out of sight, and at all costs protect the guys you're left. Now that's my Call of Duty. My Call of Duty is to shoot back when they shooting at me. My Call of Duty is to kill by any means. Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Now that's my Call of Duty.
It doesn't. Stop hurting these.
Alright, what's up, y'all? This is Warblaze Phoenix, main host of Not Safe for Work Gaming, and we started this group, this Twitch channel, just for promote PTSD awareness, give a place for veterans to vent their frustrations. We say some messed up stuff, but it's hilarious. Also, today we're going to be playing some Battlefield 1, and we're also interviewing Hiwez. He's a great artist. He does tactical teddies. It's pretty cool to check his stuff out on Instagram. I will be muting my mic occasionally because my son is downstairs, and he likes to be a toddler like normal. But I'll introduce you to Hiwez. Hey, what's up, man?
Hello. Great to be here, and looking forward to seeing some Battlefield 1. This is going to be my first experience.
Nice.
And, yeah, sketching some NoSim commission that I'm doing for gun gamers. So it's all sorts of stuff going on.
Yeah. So if you notice, my son's laughing in the background. He likes to be giggly at times, but overall, okay, let's start with the first question. How did you get into this I guess drawing in airsoft community?
It started probably a couple of years ago. Like, I really like airsoft, and I did comics and stuff like that just for fun. And doodles, I always carry a doodle journal around with me, so I'm always sketching random stuff. If you go back far enough on my Instagram feed, you'll start just seeing an eclectic array of all sorts of different illustrations until before airsoft starts becoming a thing. But about 2 years ago, I approached a magazine, a UK magazine called Airsoft Action, basically saying, I love airsoft, I love comics. Would you mind if I got involved and did an airsoft comic for your mag? And the chap who runs the mag was really receptive to the idea. I did a magazine full front cover almost the next month. So
That's
pretty
awesome.
much catapulted into it. I had to learn to draw guns quite frequently as well, so it was quite a challenge for me, a new challenge. I hadn't really drawn that kind of stuff before because I love Skyrim and that, swords and dragons and things.
Yeah.
So that first. So so from there, I did an airsoft comic for about a year where I had a story arc and everything. And then I started drawing teddy bears, and that seemed to get the traction with Instagram and the airsoft community on there. So I just carried on drawing bears with guns, and it developed into what it is today. There's collectible cards and T-shirts and just the list goes on. I'm working on a comic and all sorts of stuff. So it's great fun.
It seems remarkable that in order to get our dreadnoughts running, we have to travel all the way to the Persian Gulf ourselves. Frankly, it's bewildering.
Airsoft what made me enjoy it? Oh man, a good friend of mine, Ryan, got me into it a long time ago. He was a Dutch Special Forces medic. He used to use the game as a training tool to kind of stay in good drills, and all of his mags had the right amount of BBs in and as bullets and stuff like that. It was really fun. He said, look, I think you'd really enjoy it, and came along and was hooked from day one. I'd played paintball, I'd played laser tag in the woods, and there was always just something a bit off about it. Like paintball, you're in a bin bag with a helmet that's just way too big, and it's uncomfortable, and it was unnecessarily painful as well. So I didn't really enjoy that. The laser tag was nearly there, except the gun was connected to a hat by a lanyard thing that had all of the tech in it. So anytime you tried to shoulder your rifle, your hat would go up. It was just uncomfortable again after a while. So I didn't even know about airsoft at this time. So when Ryan took me along to my first game, I was blown away by just the fact that you essentially need just iPro, and other than that, you can just wear a pair of pants and run into the field if you wanted to do that. I've dressed up as pirates or end of the world stuff, or tried not to take it too seriously a lot of the time, because I find that's how I get a lot out of it. But at the same time, I still have all the gear. I've got the multi-cam plate carrier and everything
That's
like
crazy.
that. Sometimes look at myself and go, you need to dial it back a little bit.
It's crazy how you see the community now. It's from what I'm used to. I'm used to real guns and people actually shooting at us and us blowing up. But when you see these guys, they go crazy with different kinds of like SAS and different kinds of Spetsnaz costumes. It's nuts to see that community grow, and it's awesome.
Oh yeah, it's a varied sport. The amount, especially with things like Speedsoft coming out of the woodworks as well. There's so many different ways to play the same game, and it's just there's something in it for most people. I think, even if it's just to de-stress, run around in the forest like an idiot for an hour or two.
Okay.
It's a good way to chill out.
That's awesome. What about so if someone were to do airsoft right now and you were to take them out, what would you tell them to do? To just go out there in their boxer breeches and try to gun everyone down, or what would you do?
What would I recommend? Well, I would probably preface a bit of a conversation about what they enjoy in things like video games. So what kind of style of play do they do? Do they do the run and gun Rambo thing, or sneak around camping with the sniper rifle? And just to try to emulate how you would play any other type of game in airsoft, because I think that's where the enjoyment comes out of it. found actually recently. Last weekend I did my first snipe game. So a friend of mine, Ashley's called Shmoo on Instagram, and he loaned me his TM sniper rifle, G-Spec, and it was really, really cool. But it was the first time I'd even touched an airsoft sniper rifle, even though anytime I play a video game, I'm always sniping. But for some reason, airsoft was just slightly different, and I got my kick out of being on the front line and running into buildings and, you know, all of that kind of checking your corners and stuff. It was a laugh. So, yeah, sometimes I think that you find that you surprise yourself with what you enjoy. But what I would say to a person is just to get in something comfortable, get some good eye pro, and probably just start with a rental gun and just sort of feel your way into it, because you'll end up with 3 guns and 12 sidearms and blade carriers and chest rigs anyway. That just happens. So go with the flow, I'd say.
Yeah. That's crazy. So like with airsoft wise, I know in the military they actually have their kind of sim rounds and stuff like that. I don't know if you ever heard about them. So
in what rounds?
They call them sim rounds. So they're basically a cartridge, and they have a plastic piece with paint inside of it.
Oh.
Those things hurt like a bitch. Dude, airsoft pellets hurt. That's probably what the next question someone will ask you. Should they wear a cup or not?
Oh man, I think that wearing a cup is gonna reduce your ability to comfortably sneak around. You know, drop to go prone, get back up, running around, that kind of thing. I think cups get in the way a little bit. But at the same time, getting shot in the Julies is not a fun thing.
The Julies.
And yet it's a magnet sometimes, because people are going for the central body mass. Naturally, it's the largest target. But if it's like the hop-up's a bit off, or they're just not aiming their rifle high enough, the amount of times I've been hit there, man, we'll see if things still work. So I don't know really. Wear some thick boxers and get some quite thick trousers, but maybe don't start with a cup.
You tell someone not to start with a cup, and then the first shot will be right in the groin.
First shot's
Welcome to airsoft.
Those close quarters ones. As soon as you have to walk into a room, it gets interesting.
Nice. Yeah, so like I was telling you before too, we got a big. Most of the guys in the stream that usually are on, we usually stream around 9 p.m. Eastern anyway. But they airsoft every weekend almost, and they go nuts. So they keep trying to get me out there. And I'm like, dude, so some little cuz sneaks up on me and pulls a gun on me, and it might be a bad day, but. So
don't get too close.
Yeah, so they were telling me that I should ease my way into airsoft. But with that being said, well, let's talk about your artwork. How long does it normally usually take for one drawing?
It does depend on the level of illustration, but Teddy will take me about like a day, like 7 hours or so, to from start to finish, sketching. But it depends on feedback as well, because I'll usually do like a sketch and send a picture and sort of say, how's the pose, like don't look too much at the detail, but more the body pose, the kind of things, if it's got a helmet on or not, that kind of stuff. I'll usually get some pretty good feedback, and then I'll go digital. But I keep people in the loop a lot, like just so that for peace of mind for them, and also if there are any amends, or if they want certain rifles or patches or gear included, they can get included as soon as possible. So usually a day or 2 days. This commission that I'm doing at the moment for Gun Gamers, for Andre and Eric, it's taken a little while longer than that because I decided to live stream it. They were okay with me doing that. But there's distraction